In India, still people are not used to seeing women with big cameras. Northeast part of India is one of the most biodiverse regions in our country. So one of my first projects was in Manas, and which is in Assam, and there I was shooting rhinos and elephants, and that is where I actually fell in love with filming. And yeah, I think Assam was a big reason why I became a wildlife filmmaker. Tigers on the Rise is a film which shows how we've been so successful in protecting our tigers.
If you can't shout about your credentials, flaunt.
I'm Pooja from India Today. Welcome to IndiaTodayNE. And I earlier you were saying that you saw a rainforest and that inspired here in Northeast and that inspired you to become a wildlife cinematographer. Please tell me more about it.
I think northeast part of India is one of the most biodiverse regions in our country. It has like so many different cat species, bird species, and some of the animals that you see there are only found there and nowhere else in the world. And I think uh, northeast also has some of the most pristine and intact forests where I have walked, and the kind of beauty and majestic you feel there. It's there's no forest I've felt comes even close to forest in the northeast.
That the rainforest you're talking about, it's in Assam only?
So the one I went to was
Which inspired you to become that wildlife cinematographer?
Oh yes, okay. So one of my first projects was in Manas, and which is in Assam, and there I was shooting rhinos and elephants, and that is where I actually fell in love with filming, because I got to spend a lot of time with elephants, watching how they live as families, and yeah, I think Assam was a big reason why I became a wildlife filmmaker.
Oh, that's fantastic then. And also, is there any struggle that you have gone through in the wild? Because you are a women wildlife cinematographer, and I have seen you for the first time, and I was so fascinated by you. So I would like to know about: is there any struggle as a women wildlife cinematographer
I
in the
think
wild? Actually,
Yeah, I think in India still people are not used to seeing women with big cameras or small things like even taking any suggestions or orders from a woman, because that's how the nature has been, and I think it's a very cultural thing. The society has been, but it's changing for sure. And on the field, of course, everyone tries to come and help you, which is great about India. Like when a woman is carrying her camera or like even a suitcase or whatever, they'll come and help you. So I think there's that notion that we are not strong enough to, carry our own thing. But I know it comes from a good place where they just want to help. But I feel like when you do that, when they watch you do that, you're slightly like proving that you're independent and you can do things on your own and that you don't need help from anyone. So yeah, I think it takes time to change that notion, and we've come a long way from when I started.
and also you're a Nat Geo explorer, right? So I always like the way they do the story, like storytelling, where every animal is a character. So please tell me now how you people are doing it, matlab.
Well, being a National Geographic Explorer, of course, you meet a lot of incredible people, and National Geographic does have one of the best storytellers in the world. So you learn from each other, and the more you spend time in the wild, in the forest, the more you spend time just quietly watching and observing animals, the better you're going to be able to tell a story of that animal. So there's a lot of research, there's a lot of traveling, spending time alone away from the family, so many things that goes behind us being on field and being able to deliver a story.
And also, I would like to share one thing. I love tigers. The way they move, the way they look. I every time I come across a reel or video or something, I like save it or watch it later, matlab. And you have done a project on tigers. To tell me about it.
So I recently was a part of a DisneyNature film called Tigers on the Rise, and it's a beautiful film because it does not just show tigers in this beautiful forest, but it also talks about how India has been extremely successful in protecting its tigers. India has the highest number of tigers in the world, and how it's so much because of course, our forest department, but also the local people who live near these forests and who are tolerant, show extreme tolerance to these animals. I would be scared if for my children or anybody, for my family, if there was a tiger roaming in my backyard in my farm. But these people have been used to, and they've just shown incredible tolerance for all these years. And Tigers on the Rise is a film which shows how we've been so successful in protecting our tigers. It's a beautiful film, and I think every Indian should watch that film.
And is there any new project from your side, matlab, including Northeast India, like showcasing Northeast India's beauty and all?
Yeah, so there's a project that has been brewing for the past 2 years, and it's going to be about mahouts and elephants in northeast part of India, specifically Pakke, and the intimate bond that they share, but also the hard lives that mahouts live. How it's a job that is thankless. People don't value what it takes to handle an animal that is 2 or 5 ton in size, but they're still able to. So exploring that relationships, the pros and cons of that job is what I want to focus on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining India Today, Annie. And I wish you all the luck. Thank you.